Welcome to The Morning After. My name's Matt Smith, and each week I'll be taking a curated look at the top tech news stories, as well as the biggest stories I'm personally interested in. It's a video spin-off of our podcast of the same name, which is based on the newsletter of the same name as well. But it's obviously completely different because this is YouTube. Let's kick things off with Apple, who has announced its next iPhone event on September 12th. Yes, it's almost time for tech journalists from around the world to fly, grab brunch in an off-white spaceship somewhere in California, and possibly see maybe a new phone or two as well. With the iPhone 15, we're expecting another 4 models, but all of them could ditch the notch and go for the dynamic island cutout that we saw debut in the iPhone 14 Pro. However, there's no word yet on the return of an iPhone mini, so I'm already understandably furious with the whole thing. And if you are angling for an iPhone Ultra, the rumors suggest we're not going to see that until next year. The big hardware story, however, could be that Apple is finally getting rid of Lightning for its iPhones and moving on to USB-C. The company may not have much of a choice in the matter, with the European Union ruling that all tablets and smartphones sold in that region will need USB-C in the future. Apple has also inched towards USB-C on other devices already, including the iPad family, and other rumors point to Apple moving away from Lightning on peripherals, including that handy pair of AirPods you may already own. Yes, we might see AirPods with USB-C ports at this very same event. And then, within 24 hours of Apple announcing its new iPhone event, eagle-eyed Android fans spotted a picture that Google had accidentally published revealing the Pixel 8 Pro. Ex-user Android Settings spotted the photo of a beige phone on the Google Store website on a page that promotes Google's services and subscriptions. The image has since been pulled, but obviously it's everywhere now on the internet, with the image's alt text reportedly calling it the Pixel 8 Pro phone in porcelain. Broadly, it looks like another Pixel Pro, but we're expecting to hear more all about that very soon. We don't have a launch date of the phone, but soon after that image leak, Google announced that it would be having a Pixel event on October 4th. Yeah, it all seems a bit orchestrated, doesn't it? I'm sure this is all part of Google's grand plan. The Pixel phones are well received, but they're not exactly popular. IDC estimates last year put lifetime sales of the Pixel phone series, which started in 2016, at around 28 million. Meanwhile, Apple sold 43 million iPhones in a single quarter of 2023 alone. Anything Google does to get people to associate the iPhone with their capable, but not as remotely popular phone is probably a wise move, but it's also, let's be honest, a little bit lame. See-through gadgets are over. We're moving on now. We're on to glow-in-the-dark technology. It's the glow-in-the-dark era, and I couldn't be happier to see it. First up, apparently, is Analog Pocket. A special edition glow-in-the-dark Analog Pocket handheld will go on sale, well, today. The company says it will be available in highly limited quantities for $250. That's a touch more than the original Pocket's launch price of $220. Anyone who's struggled to get their hands on the Pocket up until now will attest to the device's numbers being very limited, or already sold out by the time you watch this video. Sorry. To make it glow, Analog kindly explains, you'll need to put the device under direct sunlight or another compatible light source. Yes, we all know how glow-in-the-dark stuff works, Analog. After soaking up all those rays, Analog claims it should glow for a good 8 hours in a Ghostbuster hued green. So maybe put it away at night if you're gaming before bed. Let's move on to the other interesting stories and big headlines of the week. First up, JLab has announced these tiny $40 earbuds that can be attached to your keyring. We also test out Lenovo's YogaBook 9i, turning senior writer Sam Rutherford into that dual display guy in your local coffee shop. I'm sorry, everyone involved. And finally, almost a year later, Meta's avatars get
legs.
Legs.
Legs. Legs. Legs. Legs.
Anyway, that's the end. Thanks for watching our very first edition of The Morning After, and make sure to tune in next week for the very next edition. And don't forget to call someone and tell them you love them.